Man, it's a domestic situation. I can tell you that much. It's a domestic situation where a dude was getting his haircut. A dude was getting his haircut, and a woman came in and shot him. And while he in the chair, while he getting hurt.
Officers started canvassing the salon and found a 37-year-old man who was a customer dead with multiple gunshot wounds. A motive is still unclear, but police say they have learned that the two were previously in a romantic relationship. Now, no one else was hurt, but the witnesses inside were clearly shaken today.
In the heart of Dallas, Texas, lived a man who seemed to have it all figured out. William Todd Austin, 37 years old, was the kind of person who turned heads when he walked into a room. He wasn't just successful, he was the real deal. The founder and CEO of Credit Champs, a credit repair company that was changing lives across Texas. William wasn't your typical businessman. He came from Kansas City.
Hey, y'all. Hey, everybody tuning in. Welcome to Narc Slayer Speaks TV. I'm going to let this play and then I will say a few things after that. And whoever is welcome to hit my link if they want to come up and discuss this. The title is Women Do It Too, meaning women unalive as well. Women do things, they do the domestic violence thing too, okay? And I don't know if you guys heard of what happened to this man here, but this is what I'm playing, and when I'm done, we can go ahead and discuss and everything of that nature. I hope you guys are having a beautiful weekend, a beautiful Saturday, okay? Hope all is well. Hey, Maritza. Hey, Diamond D. Hey, Movado. Thank y'all for joining. I appreciate it and good seeing y'all.
Missouri, graduated from Westport High School, but made North Texas his kingdom. His company, Credit Champs, wasn't just another business venture. It was his mission.
Sunday, September 22nd, I'm going to be at the grand opening of the Empire Training Institute. Make sure I pull up the support and meet other people that's trying to win just like you. Let's go.
Hey, making cassava is super easy. I like to do the blender mode, but I'll show you the shakers as well.
William taught people how to fix their credit, how to build their financial future, how to become...
Hold up. Can y'all hear? Can somebody put a 1 or just say yes in the chat to let me know that you guys can hear? Maritza, Movado, somebody, can you let me know if y'all can hear? Thank you very much.
Become champions of their own destiny.
I'm just starting my whole business credit journey this January 2023, but so much has transpired in such a small period of time. I just got my American Express Business Platinum card, which I am so excited about. A few other business cards. My business course has literally shot up so quickly, and access to business, other ways to get business funding. And this is all shouts out to my amazing business coach, Todd. Todd is amazing. He's the truth. His mentorship is literally going to get you to where you need to go. He really cares about helping you. And the investment is nothing compared to where your business can go, and how much you can make from getting that access to that funding. It's a no-brainer. Todd is the truth. Let's get it.
The results spoke for themselves.
We deleted 51 items from this client's credit report. They went up 154 points on Equifax, 235 points on TransUnion, and 131 points on Experian. Let's get to it.
William was passionate about helping people avoid the mistakes that could ruin their financial future.
Do not buy a CPN. Instead, use that money to invest into credit repair. We can remove an eviction off your credit report so that you can go get approved for a house or apartment in your own name. Let's go.
He was known around town, popular, respected. His luxurious lifestyle showed on social media. Recent trips to Miami, expensive cars, designer clothes. But more than the flashy lifestyle, William was known as a mentor, a teacher, someone who genuinely cared about lifting others up. And in his personal life, William had found love with Timon Michelle Williams. She was 37, ambitious, and they seemed perfect together. They even had a beautiful child together, a son who was the light of William's life. Timon wasn't just his girlfriend. She was involved in his business world too. Their relationship looked solid from the outside. But something was changing. Something dark was brewing beneath the surface that nobody could see coming. William and Timon's relationship started hitting rough patches. The successful business empire William had built, the respect he commanded in the community, the financial freedom he enjoyed, none of it could fix what was broken between them. After some irreconcilable differences, William made a decision that would change everything. He called Timon. The conversation was short, direct, and devastating. William told her he was no longer interested in continuing their relationship. It was over. But Timon wasn't having it. She wasn't ready to let go. What started as a conversation became messy, very messy. William tried to move on with his life. He had a business to run, people depending on him, a son to think about. In his mind, the relationship was over and it was time to focus on the future. He even started seeing someone new. William thought he could just close that chapter and start fresh, but Timon had other plans. The breakup had hit her hard, really hard. While William was moving forward, Timon was spiraling backward. She couldn't accept that the
Hey,
man she
Mel,
loved, the
beautiful.
father
Welcome
of her
in,
child,
love.
the person she had built dreams with, was just walking away. The thought of him being happy with someone else was eating her alive. What William didn't know was that Timon was developing a plan, a deadly plan that would make sure if she couldn't have him, nobody could. Before we get too deep, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you find value in these discussions. July 11th, 2025 started like any other day in Arlington, Texas. The sun was shining, people were going about their normal routines. William had an appointment that morning, something simple, something he did regularly. He was going to get a haircut at the Salon and Spa Galleria on South Cooper Street. The Salon and Spa Galleria is a busy place with dozens of independent suites. Hairstylists, barbers, nail technicians, all kinds of beauty professionals worked there. William was a regular customer. He knew the staff, they knew him. It was supposed to be a safe space, a normal part of his routine. At around 10:17 a.m., William walked into the salon. He settled into the barber chair, ready for a simple haircut, just another Thursday morning. But Timon knew exactly where he was. She had been watching, waiting, planning. She knew his schedule, knew his habits, knew where he would be and when. And on this morning, she was ready to execute her plan. Timon walked into the Salon and Spa Galleria, heading straight to the back where the barbershop suites were located. Other customers and staff were around, going about their normal business, completely unaware of what was about to happen. William was sitting in the barber chair, defenseless, when Timon appeared. The barber was working, probably making small talk, when suddenly everything changed. Timon pulled out a gun. What happened next sent shockwaves through the entire salon.
Can y'all imagine how shook he was when he seen her come up in there? How shook, defenseless. Like, that's insane, right? Hey, Mel, I think I spoke to you. I know I spoke to you. Welcome in to everybody. Could y'all please make sure you do me a big one and hit my like button as you come in. This video is not that long, so when it's done, I am going to talk a little bit and everything of that nature. And if anybody wants to hit the link and join in and share or whatever. Over here is a very comforting, welcoming energy that I keep going on my platform. So if anybody want to hit the link, you're more than welcome to. Hey, Leslie Cole, welcome in. Nice to see you guys on this beautiful Saturday. But like I was saying, if anybody wants to hit the link so that we can discuss this, because this is a real thing. Domestic abuse does not just happen to us women, right? It happens to men too. Let's continue to get into this.
She shot William multiple times while he sat helpless in that chair. The sound of gunshots echoed through the building. People started screaming, running, trying to understand what was happening. The barber who had been cutting William's hair was traumatized, too shaken to even speak about what he had witnessed. Other salon workers rushed outside, crying, trying to process the horror they had just seen. Someone called 911.
Are you looking to start your own business? Well, look no further than busy.com. Right now, we'll complete your
Police were on their way. But Tamane wasn't done yet. As sirens got closer and Arlington police officers arrived at the scene, she tried to leave the building. But when she saw the police, she made a final, devastating decision. Rather than face the consequences of what she had done, rather than think about their sons who would now grow up without their father, Tamane went back inside the salon and ended it all. When the police finally entered the building, they found a scene that would haunt everyone involved. William Todd Austin was found lying unresponsive inside the salon with multiple gunshot wounds. He was declared dead at the scene. Tamane Williams was also found with a gunshot wound, but she was still clinging to life. She was rushed to the hospital, but it was too late. She was pronounced dead shortly after arrival. The news spread like wildfire through the Dallas-Fort Worth community. A live reporter who arrived at the scene tried to piece together what had happened.
Man, it's a domestic situation. I can tell you that much. It's a domestic situation where a dude was getting his haircut. And a woman came in and shot him. And while he in the chair while he getting his haircut. So that's how that's going. And I just don't understand how how different versions on how she ended up deceased. I got murder. I got someone shot. I know that police shot her because it'll be blocked out down the street. So ain't no police shot her.
The community was in shock. How could someone so successful, so well-known, so respected be gunned down during something as simple as a haircut? How could a relationship that seemed so normal from the outside turn into such a nightmare? People who knew William started sharing their thoughts online. The comments revealed the true impact of this tragedy.
If a man don't want you anymore, just go ahead and leave him be. You can't force love or for anyone to be with you. Very sad prayers for his family. Another one reads, so you don't get your way in a relationship and think it's okay to take a life. I wish he would have protected his energy from such a demon.
But beyond the shock in the social media posts, there was a deeper, more heartbreaking reality. William and Timone's son was now an orphan, a little boy who had lost both his father and his mother in one horrific moment. The child who should have been the reason for Timone to think twice, to find another way, to seek help instead of violence. The business community mourned the loss of William Todd Austin. Here was a man who had dedicated his life to helping others achieve financial freedom. His Credit Champs company had changed countless lives. His mentoring had inspired new entrepreneurs. His success story had shown others what was possible. William's death revealed the hidden dangers that can lurk in any relationship. On the surface, everything looked perfect. A successful businessman, a beautiful family, a thriving company. But underneath, jealousy, obsession, and an inability to let go had been growing into something deadly. Tamane's decision to end both their lives rather than accept the end of their relationship showed the devastating power of unchecked emotions. She decided to kill the father of her child without thinking about the little boy who would be left behind. She chose destruction over healing, violence over acceptance.
I pulled out, came around the corner, saw the cop cars coming in very quickly. They just said that somebody got shot. Basically, that somebody came in and shot a client, and then the cops came in. And I had literally just gotten out of my car right after it happened because I was in my car listening to music, so the gunshots might have happened while I was in my car, but I didn't hear anything.
The Salon and Spa Galleria, once a place of routine and relaxation, became the site of an unthinkable tragedy. The other business owners and customers who witnessed this horror would carry these memories forever. William Todd Austin's legacy lives on through the people he helped, the businesses he built, and the lessons he taught about financial empowerment. But his life was cut short by someone who claimed to love him in a moment of rage and jealousy that destroyed two families forever. This story serves as a reminder that love should never turn into obsession, that rejection should never lead to violence, and that there are always other options besides destruction. Nothing should lead to lovers destroying each other like this. Our sincere condolences go out to the friends and families of William Todd Austin, and especially to the little boy who lost both his parents in one tragic day. May William's soul rest in peace. I hope this story helps you recognize warning signs and encourage you to seek help or offer support before it's too late. I'll see you in the next episode of Crime of Passion. Thank you for watching.
Okay. So let me see who done pulled up on your girl. Hey, Mimi of 4, how you doing? Hey, Diamond D Boo. Hey, Leslie. Hey, y'all. Welcome in. Let me see. Hey, Bama, how you doing, boo? Good to see all of y'all. I met Nardo. I saw, yeah, very sad. And, it compelled me to hit my live button on this good old Saturday. I was chilling and kicking back or whatever like that. And a friend of mine had brought this to my attention. And it just, it pricked my heart. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know that I've been through the whole domestic violence thing, almost lost my life a year and a half ago. I told my story multiple times on here. So when I hear of things like this, it just, it compels me to want to come and talk to the world about it, right? Because it's a real thing. And not only does it affect the community of women, right? It affects men too, although we don't hear about it a lot, because men have this macho thing, and then it's this stigma, about men coming forward to, get the help that they might need when they're faced with situations of this nature, right? So we don't really hear about it as much. So I just felt it was important for me, being that the premise of my platform here on YouTube, one of the things that I discuss that's near and dear to me is the subject of domestic violence awareness, right? So that's why I'm here tonight. Woo, this was right by me. Was it, Bama? Oh my God. Let's see. Diamond D said, "Oh, I was reading about this. So heartbreaking, isn't it, Diamond D Boo? Like, man, like, can you imagine? Like, nah, we can't imagine it, but just try to imagine just the barber, how he felt. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't do nothing. Like, nobody couldn't do anything. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a sad situation, especially for the children, because they have 2 kids, Now they're basically orphaned. You know what I'm saying? So it's really sad for the children, more so. Bama said, "I don't understand why people don't never think about the kids. Sad situation." My point exactly, Bama. Like, oh my God, like they don't ever think of the kids. You know what I'm saying? Just so heated with that other person that's all they see. That's it. They don't care about no innocent bystanders, nothing. You know what I'm saying? And this lady, she did what she did. She unalived him And then they said she tried to leave the building, but when she saw the police pulling up and everything like that, she couldn't take the heat, so she offed herself. You know what I'm saying? A mother, you know, here we have it on the flip side. A woman. It was said that she had been stalking him, that he had broke up with her and he was trying to move on and everything like that. But that she didn't take rejection well, you know, and that's the story of all these situations. You know what I'm saying? Even in my situation, my ex, he didn't understand, I don't want your motherfucking ass. Okay. He couldn't understand that, right? These people think that they own you. These sick, sadistic monsters think that they own you. And my point tonight is that women can do this stuff too. It's not just men that do this shit. Let me see. Thank you, Movado. Yes, please be so kind to hit my like button. I appreciate you guys so much. I'm happy to see all of y'all. Yes, yes, yes. You guys are speaking. Hey, TRW, how you doing, boo? Welcome in. Good to see you. Diamond D said that is such a very sad story. Yeah, it is. Diamond D, and like, man, it got me feeling some kind of way. It really do. Yes, yes, yes. Leslie said, a man put his hands on me one time. I'm done. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear I'm not going to put my hands on you no more. I know damn well you're not, because I'm not dealing with you no more, period. Okay. And you know, that's how we all should feel, you know. And yes, when they put their hands on you one time, that should be it, right? Because it shouldn't even be a one time, Leslie, right? And there are signs before it gets like that. Okay. I can speak from experience. There are signs, you know. Um, Even in the dating phase, there are signs. And I've done lives about what to look for when you're dating, for men and women, what to look for, right? In the beginning stages, what questions to ask these people, okay? To just prevent things of this nature from happening to us, to our kids, our nieces, our siblings, you know what I'm saying? Our friends, co-workers, whoever, whatever, right? We can take the necessary steps to protect ourselves, right? But we have to educate ourselves on this stuff. And it's hard to hear about, it's hard to see. Shit, it's hard for me to even talk about at times, okay? Because I never thought it would happen to me. But I am so blessed that I got out of the situation alive, as did my daughter, okay? So I just feel like God gave me a second chance, you know what I'm saying, to come out here and try to do something with my story for other people, okay? Which is why I'm here. One of the reasons why I'm here. Let's see. I didn't get all of the story. Were they broken up? Yes, Diamond D. It was said that they were broken up. He had broke up with her. Um, and that he was trying to go about it in a healthy way with her, but she wasn't having it. That she was stalking him and, you know, calling his phone and everything of that nature, which is how this just happened. Apparently, she had followed him to the barber shop, you know, and she had a one-track mind, you know. That devil was in her, and here we have what we have, unfortunately, right? And this man here was his name, Todd Austin. He was 42 years old, CEO of Credit Champs. He ran a credit repair business, very lucrative. He was a millionaire. Okay. It just makes you wonder what's going to happen to his business, all the clients he had that was looking forward to getting a credit fix for whatever reasons. Very successful business. I looked at his Instagram page and everything like that. Very successful, well known from what I understand. So it just makes you wonder what happens to that. But most importantly, the babies. The babies. Hey Gary, how you doing? Welcome in, even to the hostess, mods and chat. How you doing, Gary? Thank you for pulling up with us tonight. Bama said this the second domestic violence in a week. These people got dang-a-lang problem. Bama, this stuff goes on all day, every second. We just don't hear about them all. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way for us to hear about all of the situations like this. They're all tragic and senseless. And you know, when people is on 1,000, they not thinking straight, right? Clearly, you're not thinking straight, but it's more than just a dangling tallywhacker problem, in my opinion. I think it's mental illness. Okay. I believe it's narcissism. And I'm speaking from experience. Not only that, but statistics that I've read and researched, the women that I've talked to that have went through this and that are survivors like me, we all share the same exact story as to the characteristics of these monsters. Okay. And from what I've seen, they're all narcissists, all of them. Movado said, I'm fine, TRW, living life and enjoying the outside. I know that's right, Movado. Mel said this happened 15 minutes from where I stay. Oh my God, really, Mel? Oh my God. So you heard about it? Diamond D said, I know that barber is mad. He gotta be. It happened right in front of him. They said he couldn't even speak to the police. Like he couldn't even talk, like no words, like shook, like totally just mind blown. You know what I'm saying? Like devastating. And she let off on him multiple times. Like she didn't just pop once. Like think old girl tried to empty her clip if she didn't, but they said multiple. You know what I'm saying? So that just goes to show you the rage involved with this situation here. TRW speaking to Mel. Mel speaking to TRW. Oh, so they were broken up. Yeah, they were broken up. And I went on his Instagram page, and just this weekend, he was like somewhere. It looked like he was like out of town, maybe. I don't know for sure. But he posted, you know, doing a lot of shopping, and it looked like it was another female with him. So I don't know if that triggered old girl to do what she did, because she was already not receptive to him rejecting her and telling her, you know, they needed to go their separate ways or whatever the case may have been regarding that. So people are speculating that she may have saw his Instagram, what he posted where he was over the weekend, because it looked like he was, you know, shopping in like Gucci and all the major labels like that. And it was a female. He didn't show the female, but you could see her hair in one of the videos. So, you know, that could have triggered her. In my case, with my situation that I thankfully got the fuck up out of alive, the nigga was triggered when I moved on. Okay. He didn't accept the fact that we was done. Stick a fork, done. That type right there. He didn't accept that. Okay. And so when he caught wind that, I had moved on and everything like that, that's when he came after me full force and tried to take my life and my daughter's life. Okay. Um, Previous to him doing that, before he heard or whatever, however he found out, he was stalking me. Okay. And so before that, he would just, come on my phone and everything like that, begging the whole little you know how they try to come on your phone with that baby, I'm sorry, bull crap. Let's go to therapy. Been there, done that. Know damn well that shit ain't gonna work. That hovering shit that these narcissists do. That's what I was dealing with. But when he caught wind, oh, she done. Like for real. She ain't fucking with me no more. And he knew it was, somebody else involved. Couldn't handle it. Couldn't handle it. So, like I said, I don't know if that's what happened here, but people on his Instagram in the comments are saying that that's what happened. Hey, Tasha T, how you doing? Welcome over. TRW said this is sad because some people make fun of people that are in DV relationships, and that should never take place because you know what I'm saying? You don't know if it can happen to you or one of your daughters, your cousin, niece. Like that shit is not funny at all. Point blank, period. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's not cool if anybody ever would be so low to make fun of a DV relationship or somebody that survived it and want to come out here and tell their story. I can say that, when I stepped out here, I got talked about. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody made light of my situation and said some very nasty things about me and what I went through. You know what I'm saying? So, um, and to be honest with y'all, in the real world, when you come up off of this app, have I ever been faced with that? Have somebody ever been so nasty to me and made fun of my shit? No, because that's fighting words. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a fighter. You know what I'm saying? So no, I ain't never had nobody to be that bold to say some shit or be funny or make light or be insensitive. No, I've never experienced that until I came on social media. Okay. And like I've said before on here, I was green to this shit, to social media. And I didn't know that people, you know what I'm saying, could be so cruel. But at the same time, I did know. But I think I thought because of the way I was coming out here, I wouldn't be subjected to it because I wasn't coming out here on no bull fucking shit, right? I was coming out here on some real world type of shit, some awareness shit, you know what I'm saying? Trying to be positive and help people. But see, now I know since I'm 2 years in, right at 2 years, I think, in with this shit, I know that anybody can get it on social media, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. Okay. People gonna say whatever. You just have to just take it, with a grain of salt and let it just bounce right the fuck up off of you, right? Because going at people through a phone screen or a computer screen or whatever like that, you ain't gonna do nothing but run your blood pressure up. And we know that ain't good for us colored, us black folk, right? It ain't good. So, But yes, that's crazy, TRW. Diamond D said, put your hands on me. They're going to be finding pieces of for years to come. I know that's right. Well, girl, when my ex came after me, my now husband blew a leg and an arm off. Okay. So he's sitting in the penitentiary right now. Um, yeah, missing some limbs, fucking with me. He tried it, but he failed. You know what I'm saying? So, like I've said on here before, I'm just so thankful that my husband was there. He pulled up right at the right time when the monster was pew pewing the house that me and my daughter and another family member was in. So my husband basically saved our lives, you know what I'm saying? And that nigga sitting somewhere looking stupid right now, getting bent over with one limb. TRW speaking, Natasha T. Movado said, yes, a lot of folks who want to control other human beings. Yeah, you know? And I feel like that's wrong because who are you to try to control people? You know, we're all adults, we're all grown. If I don't want you or you don't want me, let's just separate respectfully. But not everybody can do that. Not everybody has the wherewithal. You know, some of these people is batshit fucking crazy, you know. Bama said, I believe it's the Texas heat got people going crazy. It's very sick to think to take a person's life because it is very sick. It is very sick. I agree with you, Bama. And that's why we have to, know them signs. Y'all educate yourself on what type of questions to ask these people. If you're dating or if you have, young daughters or young sons, because like I said, it can happen to our sons. It can happen to the men in our lives. Women do this shit too. Women snap, crackle, and pop too. We can be fruity pebbles too. I mean, it ain't a laughing matter. I'm not laughing like that, but I'm just saying, like, women can be cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Absolutely. Let's see. Yes, Diamond D, I am too, because that was very traumatic, very scary. When you coming out of stuff like that, I recommend getting therapy, for all that, who was involved. You know what I'm saying? I was under therapy, got my daughter therapy, even though she's young, she's a little girl and everything like that. My aunt, who was in the house at the time, we all had to get therapy. My husband, that was traumatic. You know what I'm saying? But he did what he had to do as a man because he don't play about me. You know what I'm saying? So just the timing of it all, God was involved. God was involved to have my husband to pull back up because he had forgot something and he turned around and came back to the house. And that's when the monster was out there letting off on my aunt's house. And when I say letting off, he was letting off. I'm talking about, yeah, bullets flying through windows, walls, all that there. Okay. So, like I said, when you survive something like that and you think about all, the women and men that did not survive, it just puts your life in a whole nother perspective, right? It just makes things, seem some things less important and some things more important, if that makes sense. So that's what it did for me. Leslie said, I'm the only girl. My mom was strict on me and would whoop my ass quick if I did something bad. So as a grown woman, I'm damn sure not going to have a man beating on me. Ain't going to be able to do it. I heard that. And I like it in you, Leslie. I like it in you, you know. Um, it's good to have them strict parents to instill in us the things that we need to know when we go out here in the world. Absolutely. TRW says some women can't take rejection, right? Because women are emotional. You know what I'm saying? Like we can get in our moods and we can start feeling away. And especially if we got kids with the person, and then it may be money involved and lifestyle changes, and if it's another woman on the scene, yeah, if we don't know how to be healthy minded and just go our separate ways in a civilized way, then yeah, women can snap, crackle, and pop too. And it goes on. We just don't hear about it a lot. I really believe it goes on a lot. Leslie Cole said Diamond D that part. Diamond D said, thank God she didn't take the kids. Yes, because that's another thing we hear about, how these people snap so bad that they take the children with them. Yes, and thank God she didn't do that. And who's to say, has she got out that building like they said she was trying to do? We don't know if that's what she was headed to go do. You know what I'm saying? And oh my God, like I'm thankful that she didn't get to them babies, you know, because we don't know if she was fixing to go do that. Hey, Mossy Oak, is it Mossy or Mosi? I just subscribed and I hit the like button, Art. I'm saying good night. I have to get ready for church in the morning. Okay, no problem. Thank you for pulling up and hitting my like button. I appreciate you. And good to see you. Have a beautiful day tomorrow at church. Yes. So I'm going to put my link in this here chat. If anybody would like to come up here and further discuss with me or share whatever y'all want to talk about, let's do it. But this is just a sad situation. Let me see. Did I miss some comments? Yes, welcome. Welcome in. Thanks for joining. I appreciate you. Leslie said, my mom always told me love is like death. It shall pass. We're not guaranteed that we will be together forever. Just let it go. Yeah, I can see that perspective because we don't own anyone. You know what I'm saying? People have a right to not want you. We have a right, whether you're married or not. It doesn't matter. Whether y'all got kids together or not, it doesn't matter. Like, if I don't like your ass no more, I don't like you. Okay? And if you don't like me, okay, you don't like me. So we ain't gonna work. We don't like each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, but see, I can understand that. But you have people out here that don't. That's why you have to be careful. But yeah, we don't own nobody out here. Um, when you get married, it says till death do us part. Like God expects us to be with people till, when you get married, till death do you part or whatever, however that go. But even with that, it's called divorce. You know what I'm saying? If somebody's not healthy for you, if they're abusing you, if y'all can't get along, y'all tearing each other apart, even verbal abuse and not physical abuse. You know what I'm saying? If it's not working, it's not working. Shit, be gone, you know? and y'all move on gracefully away from each other. And still to this day, glad you made it out. And more so, please stay safe. I will. Absolutely. I'm good, girl. He is behind motherfucking bars. Never to get out. Never to get out. And if he do get out, he gonna get out in a damn coffin. He ain't gonna make it out alive because of his health. So, like I said, it is what it is. Mel said, yes, it's very serious, and I don't wish DV on no one. Neither do I. I wouldn't wish it on my enemy. And this motherfuckers I can't stand. Like, it's motherfuckers walking around that if they ass was on fire, I wouldn't piss on they bitch ass. Okay? Like, it's people I can't fucking stand. Like, I would want to take it from the shoulders with your motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? I want to fucking, man, make your ass leak. Is some people out here in this world that I feel like that about. However, I would not wish this type of situation on none of them, none of whoever that I don't like. I would not. You know what I'm saying? I just would never go that low. I don't care how I feel about you, how you made me feel about you, whatever the case may be. I couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Movado said people always trying to make light of DV. Yeah, people do that shit. And it's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Because if it happened to them or somebody in their family and somebody poking fun or saying stupid shit about what the fuck that they went through, or their daughter or their cousin or niece or nephew or son or whoever, they wouldn't like that motherfucking shit. They'll be ready to fight. They'll be ready to cuss your ass out. You know what I'm saying? It's just some things you don't do, but we can't control people in their mouths. You know, that's the flip side of it. We can't control what people say. We just have to know how to handle it when they say it, because we're not responsible for their mouth. We're responsible for ours and our actions, right? On how we react to ignorant people. Because that's what that is, ignorance. Thank God you made it out, Narku. Thank you so much, Leslie. Yes, I am so thankful every day. Hey, Trina, how you doing, beautiful? Thanks for pulling up and joining in. Good to see you. Y'all, please hit that like button for me. Movado said, I don't care if I was a DV victim. All I can say now, that was then, try to hit me now and see, won't you draw back enough? I know that's right. I know that's right, Movado. That's the right attitude to have. Hmm. Bama said, now that's not funny. But what he doing, girl, not yes, girl. Using that one leg, the fuck that he got as a motherfucking kickstand to get his motherfucking ass busted. Huh. Let me calm down. Cause y'all say you can't cuss on here, because I definitely got a potty mouth. Hey y'all, yes, I cuss. I'm holy and hood. I got a nasty mouth. And I'm trying to calm it down, you know, when I come out here. So all y'all that don't really know Narc Slayer, whatever, yeah, she cuss, she curse, she do all that. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I didn't have to step out here and get gutter a few times with some scallywags. You know what I'm saying? But that's not what I came out here for. So I try not to do that. But yeah, I'm that one. So just a little introduction for all those that ain't been over here. But my ones that know me, like Movado, Maritza, you know what I'm saying? They know me. They been around, so they didn't see you, girl. They didn't see you, girl. Let's see. Mel said, yes, I'm in therapy now for my situation. Good for you, boo. Good for you. You know, and it's nothing wrong with therapy. You know, some people put a stigma on that. The Black community, we think that we don't need to have. It's nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong. It's like you meeting up with your homeboy or your homegirl, except this homeboy or homegirl, she neutral or he neutral. He or she ain't gonna tell your business. You know what I'm saying? So you could just, you can let it all hang out when you go to them sessions. You can really tell how you feel, and you walk away feeling so light. So light. So yes, I recommend therapy. It's nothing wrong with it. And I don't know why it's some type of like stigma, some type of dark cloud. Oh, therapy. I ain't gonna like why? What's wrong with us, Black folk? It's nothing wrong with going to therapy. Shit. Nothing at all. Movado said they don't know how to control their credit. Nah, they don't. And that's just half of the problem. Leslie said that wasn't nothing but God for your husband to leave something at home and had to come back home. Yes. Thank God. Um, thank God we all deserve to be treated like queens as well as treating a man like amen. Yes, Leslie. Well, what happened was we were at my aunt's house in LA on 60th Street. And my ex, he knows all my family, pretty much where they all live. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them been living in their homes for decades. Okay. And so because he knew certain places, he had been looking for me. And I guess he had heard that I was in LA visiting family and everything of that nature. And so he just went around looking, you know, and things just met up to where I guess he had been parked down the street and he saw us going in my aunt's house or whatever like that. And so because of that, you know, this nigga was riding around with, man, all types of heat in his vehicle. You know what I'm saying? Like, really? I shouldn't be here, but by the grace of God, I am. I'll just put it to you that way, Leslie. It's just a blessing that I'm here. And it's more behind the story of what triggered a lot of his the reigniting of his anger towards me. It's a backstory to that. I spoke about that on here a few videos back, maybe I want to say about 6 months ago. I broke it down on what triggered for him to, you know, want to do that. So there is a backstory on why he kind of came after me like that. But yes, it's no excuse for why he did that. But yeah, so that's basically what happened. Um, he shot up my aunt's house. Yeah. Let's see. Bama said, "It's no way I will ever be that mad to take another's life if it's not defending myself." Right. You know, and you have a right to defend yourself if somebody put their hands on you, by all means. You know what I'm saying? And we should never be in relationships where we sitting here boxing each other. We sitting here tearing each other down with our mouths and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? We sitting here sexually abusing the other person, financially controlling people, you know, making it to where they can't be around their family, their friends, you know, dictating if they work, if they don't work, what they wear, what they eat. You know what I'm saying? That controlling ass shit. We should never, ever lower our standards as men and women to be with people that treat us like that. We don't deserve that shit. We do not deserve that shit. Let's see. Movado said romantic relationships are plain friendships. Right. It doesn't even matter what type of situation it is. Narc, they don't even say till death do us part. They saying as long as love. Yeah, as long as love lasts, shit, as long as you do what you supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? As long as you do right, we good. Absolutely. Leslie said that verbal abuse worser than verbal abuse worser than physical abuse. Been there and done that decades ago, never again. Yeah, that verbal abuse, Leslie, man, because you're beating the person with your words, with your mouth. You know what I'm saying? You ain't touching me, but that mouth, the things you're saying is cutting me down. Absolutely. That verbal abuse is just as bad, if it's not, like you said, worse than putting your hands on somebody. I agree. Trina said, praying for anyone going through a situation, especially our beautiful women and children. Absolutely, Trina. Yes, prayers. And there are resources and help out there for people. Be you, boo. I'm always fine with that. Absolutely, Movado. Thank you so much. Yes, appreciate you. Leslie said, I got a smart ass mouth when I was younger in a relationship. They told me they wish I was a man because of my smart mouth. I said, well, act like I'm a. Oh, you know what? I'm laughing, Leslie, because I've been told the same thing. But see, I got hands to match the mouth, though. Yeah, I grew up in LA, you know, the Park Crenshaw area. So, you got to know how to box. You know what I'm saying? You got to stand on business. So, yeah, that's a true saying for me. So I could relate. Ooh, Trina said that's narcissist behavior, and is Trina, and is. Yes, it's a lot of that going around. Diamond D said people be dealing with unresolved trauma, then get into relationship. Yeah, you gotta get yourself together when you come up out of, relationships that were not good, basically. You know what I'm saying? Because it will leave you scarred. And you might think that you okay, then you hop in another relationship, and that relationship is doomed too before it even gets started, because you didn't get yourself in check the way you needed to. You know what I'm saying? That's why it was important for me to, get myself together mentally, even before the incident that happened, getting out of that shit with that monster years ago. And then, getting myself together, which I did, and then meeting my now husband, I was a more healthier minded me. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. I can go from one to the other one. When I got out of that with my ex, I spent time alone, just me and my son at the time, and I worked on myself. I educated myself on domestic violence. I became like an advocate. You know what I'm saying? I did the research, the work, just tried to heal me, and that was important for me to do because I had went through a lot. I was with him for 10 years, and were the whole 10 years abusive? No, they weren't. But this is a military man, my ex. And I'm not saying that all military men are like that. I'm not saying that. But you know, the things that I've seen, the statistics and everything of that nature, it does happen a lot in that, realm. Okay. I'll put it like that. But that's a whole nother thing. I don't even want to get into that. But yeah, I was with him for 10 years and the whole 10 years were not like that. But I was younger than him. He's older than me. So he got me when I was in my early 20s. Okay. Single mom with my son. And, I was a young girl out grinding, taking care of me and my baby, right? So he groomed me. You know what I'm saying? He tried to mold me into something that I wasn't because I'm too strong, you know? And he didn't want me to be strong. He wanted me to be weak, but I don't know how to be weak. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot that goes into it, you know. But like I was saying, I got out of that. And yes, I did the work. I did the work. I poured into myself and my son, got myself together and everything like that. And God brought me my husband years down the line, okay, who I'm with now, you know. And it was very unexpected because him and I were friends for years, just friends, innocent, no strings attached, So, God works, he do things, he got away, man. He just got away. Like, I be thinking God be having jokes. The way he be moving in our lives, you know. Let's see, where did I leave off? Leslie said, some men loves a weak woman and some women love men. I'm a strong woman. I need a strong man. I can't stand it. Weak man, get the fuck on. My kid's father always said we lasted so because I was a challenge. Yeah, I don't like no weak ass man. Because I'm strong. You got to match my swag. Yeah, that's a deal breaker. You can't be weak. My body can't understand nothing like that. Like, everybody in my family, everybody is about that life. Like, everybody's strong, stand on business type thing, got morals, values, integrity, everything that you're supposed to have. So, yeah, I can't, because I'm not finna wear the motherfucking pants. I want to get my nails done, my hair done. I want to go shopping. You know what I'm saying? I want diamonds, jewelry, the whole nine. I want to be looking like the queen that I am. I ain't got time to be scrapping for you, me, and the kids. Even though I will if I have to, but nah, I gotta have me a man that he gonna handle that type of shit. And I'm gonna sit and look pretty with my motherfucking legs crossed, okay? So yeah, that's a deal breaker for me. So I feel you, Leslie. Hey, Crystal Phoenix Rising. Welcome in, new here. Sent by young Riaz. Okay, thank you for coming over. If you could hit my like button, I appreciate you. Diamond D said, some people have issues from childhood that needs attention. They get grown and start spiraling in adult relationships. Yes, a lot of these people have mommy issues, okay? Because my ex, he had mommy issues. A lot of their problems, something happened to them with their upbringing in the home. Yes, with their childhood. I agree, Diamond D. Absolutely. And it shows itself when they get in relationships with people. It shows itself. Yeah. Movado said you have yourself time to heal and probably got to know. Yes, I did, Movado. Yeah. You know, people can do what they want, can go from one relationship to another one. Do you? You know what I'm saying? As for me, I didn't do that because I wanted to self-reflect and see, where I went wrong, the signs that I missed in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So that moving forward in my life, you know, I will know what to look for next time. You know, I could also educate my son. This is my thinking back then. I was saying to myself, I'll be able to educate my son, who was a child at the time. He's an adult now, but at the time he was a child. And I'm like, I need to know what to tell him. You know what I'm saying? So he doesn't get in this type of situation when he becomes an adult or when he starts dating. You know what I'm saying? Because this stuff happens in high school. Okay. It's not just adults that experience DV. We have teenagers who do it to each other as well. So that's why I was saying we have to be able to educate our young folks on the signs too, and be involved and see what they got going on. As parents, we have to stay involved. Crystal said, love what you're talking about, as I'm a DV recovery speaker, advocate, author. Okay. Well, you in the right spot. And thank you so much. I'm just doing what, I feel is necessary. I'm just sharing my story in hopes that it can help somebody else. That's all I'm doing here is just, sharing as much as I feel comfortable with sharing, of course, about the things that I went through in hopes that it could help save a life or save lives. Diamond, what you are talking about is CPTS. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly. Leslie Cole said, I came from a strong woman. So, of course, I'm a strong woman. Thank God for the way my mom raised me. I love her to pieces. She'll be 80 next year. Oh, that's a blessing. 80. Oh, my God. That is a blessing. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. She's going to be 80 next year. Wow. I love it. I love to hear it. Um, okay, I see you. You can turn your camera off. We're going to have Crystal to hit the panel.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hi, Crystal. How are you? Yes, I can hear you.
First off, thank you for sharing your story. More of us need to speak up.
Absolutely.
It's why you're doing what you're doing. It's the same reason why I do what I do. I've even
Yes.
published books and helped other survivors share their stories. Do you know what an
Wow.
anthology is?
Do you have a channel? That's what I meant
Yes,
to ask
yes,
you.
ma'am.
Okay, can somebody please go ahead and grab her information and post her link in my chat, please?
Oh, I appreciate
I
that, honey.
appreciate it. Oh, no problem at all.
In fact, this past New Year's, I released a DV survivor anthology. An anthology is a book,
Mm-hmm.
multiple writers under one theme.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Okay.
Chicken Soup for the Soul kind of book.
Oh,
If you
okay.
you know, and it was
So where
all
can we look for your books and stuff at?
Amazon.
Amazon. Let me write that down.
If you put in the name Crystal BEHE, you'll find
Crystal BEHE. Okay.
mhm, you'll find multiple of them. In fact, I just did a mental health one anthology that I was in that just got released last week called "We Choose Not to Be Our Diagnosis."
Okay. I
But
like
I'm not
it.
here trying to promote my books. I'm loving what you're talking about. And
Thank you.
when it comes to educating our kids, especially, I
Mm-hmm.
love your mindset on it. I actually wrote two different anthology chapters on things like that.
Did
You know,
you? Okay.
yeah.
I would be very interested in going ahead and reading those because
Well,
I'm always researching this topic, being
mhm,
that I went through it and survived it. So
yeah.
yeah.
On my YouTube channel, I haven't uploaded my latest chapter, but a lot of my anthology chapters I actually
Mm-hmm.
have in like audio format
Mm-hmm.
under my podcast list.
Okay.
So
Okay. Yeah. I
basically you
just
could be driving
posted
down the
your
road and
channel.
listen.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay,
because
cool.
there's no video or anything. It's just being basically reading it
Mm-hmm.
like an audible book kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I love audibles because sometimes I get bored with like too many words. Yeah, I can't handle it.
Hmm.
So,
Or if
it kind
you're
of
wanting
works
to
better.
clean and wanting to listen to something.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Now, a book that
Absolutely.
I've read, it's a hard read, but for anybody
Mhm.
wanting to learn what the signs are, is called Why Does He Do It?
Okay.
It's a really hard read. I actually have it on Audible because of that, but it was
Mm-hmm.
written by a therapist that had to work in the program, the programs where the abusers go
Yeah.
to who worked with them. And it
Oh,
breaks
yeah.
down the different types of abusers,
Uh-huh.
what to look for, and like they give clinical like ver- versions of like everything, like he not naming names but goes into different stories so to show what like different patients and everything. It's a hard read. It took me about 2 years after I got out of my relationship to
Mm-hmm.
finish, and I'm a speed reader. I
Mm.
mean, I read the Harry Potter, like the first 4 books of Harry Potter in a week.
Uh-huh. Oh, wow.
So
Yeah,
like I said,
you
I'm a
are
speed
because it's
reader.
a lot of Harry Potter. So yeah,
Mhm.
you are a speed
But
reader.
it took me a long time because it can be, and I hate the word triggering, but it can be very triggering. I try to use the word
Absolutely.
activating because
Mm-hmm.
you're activating your
Mm-hmm.
nervous system
Right.
instead of triggering, because just the word trigger can trigger people,
Mm-hmm.
you
Yeah, it
know?
puts you in that mindset. Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I would love to do a panel with you on my channel or have you share your story because that's what my channel's all about, is
Okay, absolutely.
having survivors come share their stories, all
Mm-hmm.
of it. I'm doing a series on trauma bonds right now
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because,
See, a lot of people don't know what that is as it
and that's
relates
exactly
to
why
the
I'm doing the
narcissist.
series,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because I was trauma
Absolutely.
bonded with my abuser to the point where even though I was out, he used that trauma bond to get money out of me, things like that, for two and a
Mm-hmm.
half years after,
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
know.
Yeah, I think we can all relate to that to some extent, the trauma
So,
bonding thing, because that's what keeps us,
mhm,
connected in that unhealthy way
mhm,
to these people, and we don't
yep,
even know what that is, but there's a name for it, because we don't understand why we feel that way. But yeah, that's true. But yeah, absolutely. I subscribe to your channel and everything like that. And so I'm gonna check you out.
awesome. I appreciate it. And like I said, you can find me on Amazon. I gave you my name, and use my name on
Yes.
any social, you'll find me.
Uh-huh. Okay. Got it.
I like being transparent. I believe in, you know, people being able to reach out.
Right.
I want to help people. Yeah, I work at Menards. If, for people that live in like the Midwest, you'll know what that is.
Hmm.
It's like Home
Yeah, I've
Depot.
never heard of that.
It's like a
Oh,
Home
okay.
Depot.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm on the West Coast, so I don't
Well,
think
my mom lives in San Diego, so
they have one out there. Okay, yeah.
no, they don't have one in San Diego. I live
Oh,
in
okay.
Missouri,
Uh-huh.
but you know what? It pays the bills for me to be able to have my channel, for me to be able to write my books.
Mm-hmm.
and help people.
Oh, that's good. That's
You
all that
know,
matters,
yeah.
You do
So
what you can,
yeah,
So
but I love your channel. I was literally
thank
just
you.
scrolling through, and young Roz was sent to me by a very, very good friend of mine who lives in Cali, actually.
Hmm.
A fellow YouTuber who took down her channel,
Mm-hmm.
but great friend of mine. I actually helped her with some court stuff,
Oh,
ironically,
okay.
in Cali, actually.
Oh, wow. So you're very resourceful. So yeah, I'm glad to have you over here with me, because
Mhm.
that's what I'm about, trying to be resourceful as much as I can, getting the message out to people about
Yeah.
this stuff, because it's going around, and a lot of it we don't hear about this DV stuff. They don't put all these cases and
No.
situations and tragedies on the news and for us to
Mm.
see what's going on,
Mm.
but like I was saying earlier, it's happening every second,
Oh yeah, and victim shaming's the best.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's a big
because
thing.
they don't understand,
Hmm.
and I guess they think it can't never happen to them. We all would
Hmm.
like to think that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
I
yeah.
think that I thought that before it
Hmm.
happened to me.
Hmm.
You
But
know?
okay. The very first chapter I wrote for an
Mm-hmm.
anthology was for a book called Rattled Awake. It was volume 3.
Uh-huh.
And my rattled awake moment was my abuser was in jail, and we have 2 small children. Well, they're about to be 10 and turning 12 this year now, but this was 5 years ago. It was right after Father's Day. He was in jail. We're walking to who is now my fiance, my knight in shining armor's house, and my baby, who was turning 7 or 6, looked at me and goes, "Mommy, it's okay if Daddy hurts you as long as he comes home."
Mm.
That is a rattled awake moment,
Mm.
you know. But you remember that old adage, when a boy pulls your hair, it's because he likes you?
Yeah,
I
I've
talk
heard of
about
that
that in
one.
that chapter. Think about what you're
Mm-hmm.
teaching your kids. It's
Right.
okay to be bullied. It's
To
okay
accept
to be
that type of
hurt
behavior. Yeah.
because it shows love.
Mm-hmm. And
We
see, it
teach.
starts at home, what our kids are
Mm-hmm.
seeing, and we
Mm-hmm.
think that kids aren't seeing and hearing because they're in a room or whatever like
Mm-hmm.
that. But no, honey, these
Mm-hmm.
kids see and they hear everything, and they're very impressionable when they're young,
Mm-hmm.
and you
Oh,
can
I
be
got out.
raising.
That was that last moment of no, I'm done.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's
But
good.
but in the state of Iowa, oh, you're a survivor of domestic abuse. You don't deserve your kids. But that's another
Mm,
story. That
wow.
that's that's another story that I don't like getting into. But
Yeah.
I'm, instead of breaking when my world went apart, I'm building something so
Mhm.
when my girls do come home, they see a strong mama who stood up, you know?
Absolutely.
So,
Let me see. Let me read this comment. Leslie said, once I came out of a relationship, I would always get in another relationship to
mhm.
avoid being alone. As I
Yeah,
got
that's
older, I
abandonment.
started
That's the fear of
working on
abandonment.
loving myself before jumping into another.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's trauma bonding too,
Yeah.
because that's that unhealed thing. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And that's why I said earlier, it's
Hmm.
important when you get out of these types of relationships, you have to take time for yourself. You got to heal the things that, were broken inside of you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not everybody can be as lucky as I was, you know. My best
Hmm.
friend, he helped me get out and then fell in love with me. So I'm lucky. I'm very,
That's
very lucky.
kind of my story with my husband. I
Yeah.
was saying earlier how we were friends for years and it just blossomed into what it
Mm-hmm.
is. Once I got out of my situation, he was there for me,
Mm-hmm.
as a friend, no strings attached.
Yeah. And that
Mm-hmm.
literally saved my life a few times
Uh-huh.
from mine.
Yeah.
So, I mean, not everybody can be lucky like that. And
Right.
I appreciate the subs. I mean, I'm so close to monetizing. I appreciate it. And thank you,
That's
Movado.
good.
They said that they love Menards, so somebody in here knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Movado says she loved Menards. Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that. It it pays the bills, and I mean, my birthday's coming up, and my hubby just ordered me the new a new cam, so that like when we're going to
Mhm.
Adventureland for my birthday. It's a theme park,
Oh, okay. Uh-huh.
and it's one of the Insta 360s
Uh-huh.
cams for streaming and
Yeah.
stuff, so I can
Oh,
actually
okay.
have a little bit of fun and kind of stream on my when we're out and stuff,
Oh,
instead of
that
me
would be
doing just the mental
awesome.
health stuff.
Right. Oh, okay. Yeah.
He spoils
That'll
me.
help build your channel too.
Mhm.
The vlogging part.
Mhm.
Hmm. Well,
But
that's good. You with someone that appreciates you and treats you as you're supposed to be treated.
and he's 7
After,
years younger than me. Hey, hey.
hey, look, honey, age don't matter.
Hey, no, you know
Age
what? I'll
ain't
be
nothing but a
42 this
number.
year. I'll be 42
Uh-huh.
this year, so 7 years younger than me makes me happy.
Okay. That's all that matters at the
But
end of the day.
it is almost 11 here, and I just wanted to
Hmm.
say keep going, girl, and like I said,
I
reach
will,
out.
absolutely.
I will be happy to have you on my channel if you ever want to write. I'm a writing coach too. I can help you write
Mm.
your story out to reach more people. I like,
Okay.
I that's what I do.
Okay. Yeah, I will definitely hit you up. Thank
Mhm.
you so much, Crystal, for coming over here and subbing and interacting with my folks over here. We're glad to have you. Thank you
Absolutely.
so much. And
And it was
we'll
Miss
be talking.
702. I don't know if you know who she was on YouTube,
Mm-mm.
but she's the
No, I
one that
don't.
led me to Little Rise, and that's how I found you. So I gotta say thank you to her again, because through her connections, even though she's not doing the YouTube thing anymore, I'm
Mhm.
finding more like-minded people.
That's what it's
And if
all
you're in
about.
LA, you're in her neighborhood. You being safe?
Oh, I'm from LA, but I live
Okay.
in Las Vegas. So I
Okay.
go between Vegas and LA. But yeah, right now I'm in Las Vegas.
Oh, poor girl. My, mm, but yeah, be safe.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, we're definitely safe. Yeah.
No, my
My
my ex.
husband.
It was the Pahrump County that finally got my ex to abide by the no contact order.
Mm,
45 minutes from you
wow.
in
All the
Vegas. Yeah.
way out here?
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah, he was out there still harassing me, and it was
Mm.
out there that finally got him to freaking leave me alone.
Yeah, the police don't play that shit out here.
Yeah, in the
Let me
Midwest they
see.
do.
Movado said I'm Wisconsin grown.
Mhm.
Okay, Movado. We
I
gonna check you
appreciate
out,
you
Chris.
guys, because I mean I was literally like 4 away from 500. I just got to get some watch hours now.
Hmm. Yeah.
I
Well, I
appreciate it.
definitely sub to you, and I'm
So did
hoping,
I.
my people over here will go ahead and do the same.
I appreciate you guys.
If they so see that, they're interested or whatever like that, then I'm pretty sure they will subscribe to you. But thank you so much. I know it's late where you're at, and I'm getting
And
ready
I
to
gotta
go ahead
work, and
and
I
end
gotta get
this.
work at 9. And it's a
Yeah,
45-minute
we'll be
drive.
talking again though. We'll
Absolutely.
definitely be connecting and talking again. So thank you so much, Crystal, for coming up, and enjoy the rest of your night.
Keep talking about it, because the more people that talk about it,
Absolutely.
the better off we're gonna be eventually. The more we
Absolutely.
keep getting it out there to where it's not a taboo subject, the less
Hmm.
victim shaming is gonna happen, and
Mhm.
more people are going to be willing to step up and help.
Yeah, because people are listening even though they're quiet. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? Like
exactly.
a lot of people, they just want to listen and get the message that way, and that's fine too.
Mhm.
However you get it, hey,
Yeah,
my purpose was done. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? My purpose was done and I'm good
Hmm.
with that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So you enjoy the rest of your night. I'm gonna go ahead and end this live with my people and everything like that, and we'll be talking
Have
again.
have a wonderful night. Thank you for having
Same
me,
to
and I
you,
can't
boo.
wait to connect.
Absolutely. Take
Bye.
care.
You too. Bye.
Okay, you guys. So let's see. Leslie said, awesome live night. Thank you, Leslie. And it was so good interacting with you and everybody else that came over here tonight. Thank you all so much for joining me and keeping me company as I discuss this. I just, like I said, I had to come out and speak on this, because like I said earlier, it doesn't just happen to women, it happens to men as well. Unfortunately, it's an epidemic, and this type of thing needs to be talked about, even though it's hard to digest, it's hard to discuss, the images and just the thought of the horrific things, the nature of what transpires in these situations. It's hard, but this is something that, I want to face and I want to get out here and talk about when I feel like it, and I felt like it tonight. And I just wanted to come out here and just put a little bit out in the atmosphere for you guys and everything like that. So, I'm going to go ahead and end it right here unless somebody else has something else to say. But other than that, you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. I'm finna go and check out a Tubi movie or something like that. See what I can find to watch until I pass out and get my rest and everything like that. I'm not really going out tonight. Yeah, it's hot. It's hotter than Satan's balls outside here in Vegas. So yeah, I'm not going out there. It's too hot. So I'm probably gonna be in for the weekend, chilling, relaxing, and getting ready for the week ahead and everything. So you guys be safe. Much love to everybody. Again, thank you so much for coming over here and chilling with me. We hit an hour and almost 30 minutes. Talking to you guys and everything. And although it was a hard subject, it's something that, we got to talk about. We just got to talk about it as hard as it is. But anywho, I'm going to let you guys go. Crystal said, big hugs, everyone. Yes, same to you, Crystal. Again, thank you for coming over, and hopefully we'll be collaborating in the future on something. And I look forward to that. So with that being said, you guys have a good night, and I'm out.